welcome to the Thursday Checkdown, the Sports Affiliation's premier show. Because Carla's not here, or Joe. But no, tune into the Thursday Checkdown. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. We're just a little bit short of 1,000. And while I don't want to get paid, I'd like to see these guys get paid. And my good friend Iggy, he needs 1,000 subscribers so that he can monetize this video. So go out and have your friends subscribe because it's important to these guys. They do a lot of work here and they spend a lot of money getting this production up. But, Iggy, that thing, Tip is now part-time, but Mace is joining us either next week or the week after, and Rick will be back next week. So we'll be back to our standard. Are you ready tonight? Already. Detroit should be kicking off in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
I've got it recording.
All right, well, I won't spoil anything if I see anything on the stat bar come through. And we got NFL football. Hey, Greg, glad to be back here. And I'll try to fill in for as good as I can for Rick. Rick, you are missed, and can't wait for Mason and Tip. So, go ahead. But we got an outstanding.
Tonight, tonight we're talking to Josh Kimmel of FantasyNow Plus, and we can bring Josh up now. But FantasyNow Plus is a specialized digital sports media outlet and software hub that builds advanced analytic tools. So I want you to kind of explain exactly what it is and who your partners are.
Yeah, so what's going on? First off, thank you for having me, guys. And yes, I know the Lions are playing tonight, so I'll make it a little quick for you guys.
It's still going to be an hour.
I figured this. Trust me, with me, I can go longer. But FantasyNow Plus is a place where the casual players can come, enjoy fantasy football, not be intimidated by all the fancy numbers and all the click here and click there. We make a very easy interface here at FantasyNow Plus for our website, FantasyNowPlus.com. Plus is spelled out. We have this new tool. We have trade calculators. It's called the War Room features. Trade calculators. We have graphics, which, the Scott Fishbowl graphics you see that everyone shares? Like, look at my team. Look at my team. Well, we have that for anyone's team. If you draft on Sleeper.
Do you tie into Sleeper, DraftKings, all the things, or?
Just Sleeper for now, but we're working on my fantasy league and others. But right now, if you have a Sleeper league and you have a dynasty league or anything that you have, a team that you manage, you can go in there, enter your Sleeper name, and then all of your teams will load up. And you can go, hey, look at my team, and share it in your group chat, a Facebook, right? Social media. Look at my team.
Is it free?
100% free. We want to make it accessible for everybody. I wrote this down specifically, and I told Justin this, my co-founder of FantasyNow Plus. If we ever charge for anything, I'm out. Like if we ever charge for a tool or a website or a feature, or we have a block or a cage for content, shorts, I'm out, because fantasy should be for everybody. Fantasy shouldn't be intimidating, and fantasy shouldn't cost money. The only money you should be spending, if you choose to, are your league dues, and get those in on time. But if you don't, if you want to play for fun, I play for fun all the time. Why pay for a fun game? It doesn't make sense to me.
I pay for Scott Fishbowl. That's the only thing I pay for, because I know it's going to charity. But I will be over to your site probably tomorrow, because I'm going to be watching the Lions tonight. But probably tomorrow I will be over to your site. I will sign up and I will do a review on your site on the tools throughout the season. I'll mention it throughout the season. And I mentioned this to you before. I want you coming back as a pro during our in-season Pros versus Joes.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so let's get started with the questions. And the first section I want to cover is, what exactly is FantasyNow Plus? So for anyone listening who has never heard of FantasyNow Plus, which was me prior to the expo, what's the 30-second elevator pitch on what the platform is and who it's for?
Perfect. So FantasyNow Plus is a place where all fantasy players can go. Like I said before, we do cater to the casuals more than the hardcore players. We dive deep into best ball, dynasty, and of course the redraft, which is our biggest platform. We just want to make sure that you guys are having fun watching our streams. We don't take it too serious. We like to make jokes, make light of things. We want to make sure it's, what's the word I'm looking for? Just approachable. I want to be approachable to the people watching me. When I'm talking ABVs and POVs and what all these abbreviations, it might scare casual away. So we just want to make it fun again. Make fantasy football simple. That's Fantasy Now Plus. That's what I preach. So come join us.
All right. And who doesn't like simple, obviously, and free? But, outside of those things, if someone was currently looking for using like an older school site like Yahoo or ESPN, what's the number one reason they should come over and check out Fantasy Now Plus?
Other than the fact that Sleeper is a much better platform.
Sleep system, you can't manage a league on our site just yet. Not saying that you couldn't later on. That's definitely coming down. But if you're coming to our site for content, it's a lot of audio and visual. I know ESPN, you might want to click a video, then an ad pops up, and this happens and that happens, and you lose your video. I'm not saying don't go to those sites. I go to those sites. But I'm saying if you want ad-free experience and you want to click on a video to say, hey, what did Josh think about X player? You click the video and it plays. It's very seamless. I don't know about you guys, but when I go to other sites, not naming any names, but it takes me about 45 seconds to watch a 20-second video. I'm not into it.
Okay, well, I gotta go away from my scripted question because you've already answered it, and is your site designed for the hardcore or for the more casual? And you said more casual, but I got to believe the hardcore fan could use the trade calculator, and anybody can use the graphics to show off your league and your team. So let me ask you, of the tools that you have available right now that you know work, what do you think is the most beneficial to a hardcore user and a hardcore player, somebody that plays a lot, and what is most beneficial to a brand new player?
Perfect. This is the actual perfect question. So have you guys ever been to a live draft? You show up, Buffalo Wild Wings, Dave & Buster's, wherever you're having it. Oh, I forgot my notebook. Oh, I forgot my pen and paper. Oh, I don't have a draft sheet. Oh, the board's too far away. I'm casually talking to my friend who I only see once a year at the draft. We have a draft tool where you sync your league literally for free if you're a Sleeper member. We're trying to, again, outreach to the other sites. We have not got there yet. But Sleeper, if you draft on Sleeper, you can put your league in there. And as the draft is going on, boom, you can track your players on Fantasy Now Plus on the mobile site. So there's no more of like who was taken, crossing off paperwork. That to me, Greg, was a must-have on our site because let me tell you, what I do before this is I would show up to my draft. 11 other guys would forget their stuff. Hey, you're the fantasy guy, you know. I would set up a mock Sleeper league, put everyone in there, and as the draft was going on, I would, of course, put stickers on the board, but also draft for them on the mock draft so they all had it on their phone. Now I'm just going to say, go to FantasyNowPlus.com. Put your Sleeper username in. It's going to pull up our league automatically. There you go. That's the best tool for hardcore and casual. It's going to be a dream for everybody. I love it.
I'm going to let Iggy go in a minute, but I kind of like, we got time, so I'm going to step up a little bit. I kind of like Sleeper because you can sort the players that are still available by ADP. And I find that to be extremely helpful. And you can also set up draft queues and everything. Why would I go to Fantasy Now Plus when I've got my phone with Sleeper on it already?
Well, that's the beautiful thing about Fantasy Now Plus. It has all the Sleeper ADP baked into our draft tool. So it's already sorted by ADP. You can sort by position. You can sort by everything that you sort by in Sleeper. You can sort by in Fantasy Now Plus. Justin told me not to talk about this, but I'm about to talk about it. We're adding the same thing, but waivers as well. And that's pulling from other sites, Sleeper as well. And it's going to have the roster percentage. It's going to tell you the last 3 games, points per game for that player. Like it's going to, Greg, you can go to Sleeper all you want. That's great. But I'm saying if Sleeper's down or something, or you want to check multiple leagues at one time without going Sleeper, oh, let me get out, go to this team. Let me get out, go to this team. Fantasy Now Plus, put your Sleeper username in there. You have access to all of your teams at once. That's pretty slick. I mean, I've always wanted a one go-to shop for all my leagues because I'm in one ESPN league still, the Dinosaur League. Since high school. I'm in one Yahoo league. Again, from college, they won't let that go. Everything else is in Sleeper. I'm like, come on, guys. So I would love a one-stop shop place, and I think Fantasy Now Plus is going to try to get there. That's our goal.
That'll show you a percentage of ownership of players across your leagues too.
Yep. Everything. So basically this whole, instead of last year at this time, guys, for real, like break it down. We were putting out content, trying to break that 1,000 subscriber mark, 1,000 subs. That's what our goal was last year. We hit it, and we were super happy to hit it. Instead of putting out content this year, we decided to focus on the site because that's what people really want. There's a million streamers. There's people going live at noon, 8, 7, all the time. But what sites do you really know, that you can go to and go, well, I got the videos, I got the content, I got the tools. There's pretty much everything. And there's no paywall. It's hard to find that. I'm not saying our tools are perfect right now, but we are every single day, Justin and the guys, hey, test this, hey, do that. We're trying to make everything perfect literally every day up until throughout the season. And it's all custom. Like these aren't just, we're not going to some GoDaddy or whatever. We're actually customly building the site. So I didn't think like it would get this fast, guys. Like I didn't think it would be this good, this fast, but man, our ideas, we have a think tank and Justin's putting all those thoughts to action. If after this stream, just go to FantasyNowPlus.com, everybody. You'll be blown away. It looks clean too.
No, it looks great. And then one of the things you notice right when you get in there, I'm looking at it right now, is what you talk about is your war room. And is that something like that and like what you've been talking about, it'll upload the information from all your previous drafts, or does that entail more stuff to help people with their draft decisions?
A little bit of both. So the war room is technically right now is aimed towards like the tools, like the graphics, like the draft calculator, the trade calculator, the draft war room, all that stuff. Whereas we do have our rankings in a separate tab. So that's all separate. So our rankings and everything is different. But just like every other site, our trade calculator, everything that, according to Fantasy Now Plus, it goes off our rankings. We all rank, all of us. We have about 8 of us that rank. So these aren't like Fantasy Pros rankings. These aren't ESPN rankings. These are our own personal rankings. So if you trust our show, which we do have a following, thank you guys, appreciate you all. Come join us and come look at our rankings and say, because it's always, what do you guys do? When you guys get a trade, this is real life. You answer in the chat. When you guys get a trade, do you go to a trade calculator right away, or do you text your best buddy with screenshot, hey, what would you do? That's the way I see it.
Or do you just post it on X and say which side wins?
That too. But winning's not, that's a whole different show. Winning's not the whole point of trading. But the point of trading is to make every team better, or your team and my team better. That's the way I approach a trade. So that's why I don't want to trash trade calculators because I'm promoting it, but I don't use them often. But I know people do, Greg. And you know what's funny? My brother just broke into Dynasty 3 years ago. Very new player. And I would tell him, there you go. I would tell him, test the trade calculator, but don't just do one. You got to try multiple because every site is different on how they grade their players. And you just need to find what works for you and what you agree with. I think the people that die on the one person's, like, I don't want you guys to come use my calculator at all times. Use multiple. Get a broad horizon of an opinion and kind of form it yourself. I'm big on that. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but calculators are a starting point.
I believe in getting as much information you can from as diverse of sources as you can. And I got to ask you, though, I'm a Hall of Famer, okay? So when I make a trade offer, everybody assumes that I have inside information, which I don't. I don't have any inside information. I try to make the trades as fair as possible because I want win-win, like you were talking about. That allows you to trade further down the road. How do I overcome that?
It's so hard because I'm not a Hall of Famer, but I offer a trade to just Joe Smo down on my league, and they're like, "What do you know?" I don't know anything. I just want that player. And that's about it. And what happens, Greg, I don't know if this happens to you, but you can admit it. Every time I make a trade, it's either I crushed it or, man, I can't believe I gave up Justin Jefferson or who was that one player for the Bears? Oh my God. Can't even think of his name anymore.
Luther Burden?
No, it was a long time ago. I traded Justin Jefferson when Jefferson was a rookie for Allen Robinson.
Oh, I can't believe he did that either.
I traded Diggs and Jefferson for Allen Robinson and Hollywood Brown, thinking like, I don't trust Diggs and Josh Allen. It was his first year.
I like Hollywood. He's got a great name.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I wanted.
He sucks on the field, but he's got a great name.
So like that's the thing, man. Like when you make these trade offers, people are so intimidated. Like they don't want to lose. That's the thing. They don't want to lose a trade. So I end up, Greg, over giving to get what I want because I have to.
Yeah, well, to get any trade, you have to usually. But I do have a question for you because we got a couple extra minutes. We're ahead of schedule. Of your rankers, does anyone have Bijan Robinson lower than number 5?
Man, I don't. Now, last time I saw, I hope not. Last time I saw, they took our names off. They took our names off FantasyNow Plus. There's no longer.
Well, I don't care who. Are any of the rankings having Bijan? I've got Bijan as my RB7.
It has your name right here, I think.
Oh, it does it? It's back? Okay.
Yeah.
I've got Bijan as my RB7, and I would not draft him until the end of the first round this year.
Yeah, Josh, Sean, and Topher have him ranked as 5, I believe.
As RB5?
Yeah.
Or is 5th overall in the draft?
5th overall, I believe.
Okay, so he's probably the RB2 or 3 for them, is what I'm guessing.
Josh,
how many running backs do they have ahead of him?
Consensus 0 running backs ahead of on the overall.
Oh,
it's Jamar
really?
Chase.
They don't even have Gibbs ahead of him.
Jamar Chase number 1. That's what I'm looking at.
They're going wide receiver. Okay.
Yeah,
I understand that.
It's a really great website. Go and check it out if you're over there watching right now.
Well, I'm not doing it now because I'm focused here, but I'm going to explore your site tomorrow for sure. Okay. And I will sign up all of my leagues, and then I will give a review next week of what I found. Even though you're not on next week's show, we actually have Tara and Marcus coming on next week from Crown Champs. So and I do want to mention one thing before we get into segment 2. I'm currently running, and with the help of Iggy, a contest for top 10 running backs. If you're watching this, and Josh, you're included, you go to my Twitter page at Gregory L. Kellogg, my profile page. I have a post pinned, so it's the first post on that page that has the rules to the thing. You give me your top 10 running backs, and if you have the best ranking, you're going to get a crown. If you have the second best rankings, you're going to get a ring. And the ring is a goat ring, and it looks like that one. All right? No cost to enter. No cost to you guys at all. People just thought my rankings were crazy, so I decided to put them out there and challenge others to come in. So just go to my page and sign up for the thing. I'll put you in my little spreadsheet, and we'll track it every week of the season. So now going to segment 2, this is about Josh, not about FantasyNow Plus. You know, you spent years behind the microphone as a digital content creator and an analyst, okay? Kind of what I did, right? What was the exact moment or realization that made you decide to transition from merely a content creator to a software platform co-founder?
Yeah, I kind of touched on it up front. So basically when we weren't we hit a block, right? Like last year we started YouTube subscribers were under 500 and we wanted to reach that 1,000 mark. We thought we can do it. We did it, right? Like I said up front, and I'm like, that's not good enough. We're FantasyNow Plus. The plus means plus, we're more. We want to add more to us. Just me talking into a microphone, screaming about Kyler Murray all day long. So that's when we needed to get competitive. There's a lot of people out there, too many people out there. How do you make yourself different? We decided to really focus on the website, make it a brand. And myself, it was challenging because I'm thinking, what can I add? I don't know how to make graphics. I don't know how to code, but I got ideas. And Justin will get ideas from me like at midnight as I'm taking my medicine and I'm not asleep yet. And I'm like, hey, Justin, I think this is a good idea. He'd respond like at 6 a.m. the next morning and go, oh, yeah. And then next thing you know, it's out. Or Sean, one of our think tankers, just growing in general with that website, which Iggy, you're on it right now, or you were, that went from that. I wish you guys would have seen what we had last year, because last year was clunky. We had articles. We got away from written content. We don't have much written content on our site anymore because it wasn't driving the audience. You know what was driving audiences? You know what was driving consumers? Graphics. Social media is the biggest thing in the world, right? We're all addicted to social media. I broke that. We'll talk about that later, I think. But people want to flex their rosters, Greg. When you draft your home league, don't you want to show off everyone? We created that for people. What other sites are doing that? Again, we just want to make it friendly for everybody so they know this is the party. These guys are cool. These guys are down to earth. Let's go look at their tools.
I think the key word you used right there was cool.
I try, man. What's up, Jamie? See him in the chat.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get those comments up over here. Trying to produce a little bit. And I do appreciate everybody hopping in. Yeah, Josh, what do you feel about you kind of like hit on it a little bit, but you went to the CPO or the Chief Product Officer. You bridge the gap between heavy data and real world app design. How was your personal background in hosting fantasy shows and interacting with fans directly influence the specific tools you chose to build with? Like, why did you go with graphics?
Yeah, so basically, our audience is very casual. We talk to them the way I talk to the audience on a stream, literally, if they put a comment, I go, "Hey, Jamie, what's up?" Just like everybody else would. Again, I invite them to our Discord. We hear what they want. We know what they want. We have the questions in our streams every single day. Josh, would you go here or here, here or here? Well, I take all that. I go, they're asking a lot of would you start this person or this person? We don't have that. We don't have a tool to show you what we would do. And we can't be with you at every moment of the day.
And every league's different.
And every league's different. Exactly. So when they ask these questions, now they can just go on our tools, boom, FantasyNowPlus.com, and figure it out. Now, I will say, I want to add this. The tools are just a tool. You use them at your own discretion. Don't come blaming us for everything because I lose all the time, Greg. But I want to say we win more than we lose. And that's the thing is I want to get my stuff out there. I know a lot of people hold back. You guys know people that hold back? I do. They don't want to give their full takes out there because they want to still draft in their home leagues. I don't do that. I give you guys upfront truth from the start. And I have no problem sharing it. I think that's why I'm losing all my leagues. Greg, Iggy, I've never lost or ever until I started to put my opinion out on air. Now they know how to get me. They know who I want. They know it's fun though, right? To me, it's just fun.
Josh, and I've been doing this for a few years, a few weeks anyway. All right. It is way more fun to beat people when they know exactly what you're thinking and doing. So you tell them the truth, and then when you beat them, the trash talk is way better.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. It's the best when. Go ahead, Iggy.
No, I was just saying I agree.
Yeah, it's the best
Iggy
when
puts out his opinion. I mean, all you got to do is go to the TSA channel, the Sports Affiliation on YouTube, and you'll see something Iggy came up with that I love right now, and they're basically shorts. My guy. We just talk about who we like to draft and when and why. And, it's just, I'm going to really love if Bijan finishes at RB7 or lower this year because of all the crap I take by saying I'm not drafting him at 1, 2, or 3. I'm just not doing it. So, and I don't mind taking the crap because I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. We all have. But anyway, you've openly discussed navigating the personal and branding side of social media as an industry analyst. How do you handle the pressure of, staying authentic to your personal voice while simultaneously representing a rapidly growing business brand? Because you're not just an idea anymore. You are a brand. Fantasy Now Plus is a brand.
It's tough, Greg. I took a lot of time off social media. I was off of it all last year. I was on it, I would come on and I would say something and I would dip out. I wouldn't really stay for comments because I don't think I was ready for it. I don't think we are ready for it as a society. I think it's crazy. That's another show. But I think
we're all a little crazy. I'm 70 years old and playing a kid's game.
If we weren't all crazy, we would all go insane. So I'm down for it. But I will say,
that'd be a great song, by the way.
It'd be all right.
If we weren't all crazy, we'd all go insane. I think Pink Floyd should take that one on.
That'd be someone.
Jimmy Buffett would be good at it.
Who was?
Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, that's right. It was Buffett, not Floyd.
Fairheads.
Okay.
Yeah. My number one, by the way. Hey, Matthew Barry, we don't only share birthdays. We share favorite artists, too. That's not just made up. It's a December 29th thing. Anyway.
Oh, wait a minute.
I forgot the question.
December 29th.
Yeah, it's my birthday. It's the worst.
I'm just trying to remember if my wedding anniversary is the 29th or 30th. It's the 30th. My birthday is the 29th of November.
Right before.
So I beat you by a month.
Yeah, right before or around Thanksgiving. Those pumpkin pie birthday cakes.
The weekend after Thanksgiving, usually.
Okay. Right on. So
by the way, personal story, because we got time.
Oh, yeah.
My mom was from West Virginia. My dad was from Iowa. Every 2 years, we'd pack up the bags and move. Every time Mom would pop a kid, we'd have to move to the other grandparents could meet the grandkids. All right. So my sister was born in West Virginia. I was born in Iowa. Brother in West Virginia. Other brother in Iowa. Then we migrated to Michigan. Every Thanksgiving, we would drive down to West Virginia for Thanksgiving. True story. My dad got pulled over going Thanksgiving weekend, going through Ohio 1 mile an hour over the speed limit. Okay. We have Michigan tags on. Okay. But my grandmother would always, she would always bake 3 pumpkin pies, one for the whole family, one for the kids, and one for me. And she also always had, I don't know if you'll be able, let me take one out. She always had what she calls her pills. Can you see them?
Smarties.
Smarties. I'm diabetic, so I keep them to keep my blood sugar up.
Right.
But I digressed.
West Virginia.
Is it Iggy's turn?
I think you were still talking about it, Josh, correct?
Yeah, I just want to get this out there before, because the social media and the branding, I come to a realization. I literally just returned to Twitter about 2 weeks ago. I come to the realization, and you're right, Greg. It's a brand. FantasyNow Plus is a brand. I have good friends that are in radio, Tampa Bay market, and they do radio here, and they are successful at it. And I always pick their brains, like, how do you stay on air? How do you keep an audience? All this stuff. And he's like, social media is one of the biggest things that can make or break you. If you go on there and act a fool, just throw your opinion out there about everything, no one's going to take you serious. Stick to one topic. So that's what I'm trying to do. Is like, yeah, you want to show your personality and your pizzazz, but I feel like streams are for that, where I do show a lot of personality, like way more personality than I should. Whereas I'm trying to build like my social media to more of a business brand than, hey, this is Josh and I'm an idiot. Because if that was the case, nobody would care that I have Devon Achane or Kyler Murray ranked at quarterback one.
The idiot word and just say I'm weird, because we're all weird.
Hey, stay weird. For real. You're right, Greg, man. Like, that's the truth. That's the whole truth. Like, we're all weird, dude. And that's just the world we live in. And I've come to accept it. And we have to accept each other. And I really wish, this is going to get deep, I really wish we did. There'd be less tension in the world, especially in this silly social media, like fantasy football game we play. There's so much animosity. Why? Like, I just want to chill. Watch Kyler Murray be QB1 and have fun. Like, that's what I want to do. And I don't know.
In response to that, the one thing I've found about this industry, some of the greatest people in the world, you can disagree vociferously. Like, where do you have Bijan ranked this year?
I probably
RB2,
I don't know.
RB1?
Probably three.
Three? Okay. I've got James Cook ahead of him, Omarion Hampton, Ken Walker, all ahead of, and obviously Jahmyr Gibbs, Detroit fan. We can disagree all day on that, still be friends. Okay? You're running a business. I could be running a business. I'm not, but I could be. We would help each other. This industry is very unique in that way. I love this industry. I really do.
Can I say something about that real quick?
Sure.
There is great people. This is the first year I didn't go to the Scott Fish Bowl live draft in Orlando. Ever since the first time they've had it, I've been there, and I've known friends. Like, I've got friends from there, and I only see them once a year. It's because of that. And this year I didn't go. I couldn't go. I was bummed. I didn't get to see all my friends, and we don't talk. I don't have their phone numbers. It's sad. Like, that's silly, right? But I look forward to seeing my crew once a year, and we all get together, sit down, we make fun of each other's drafts, we flip coins to make our draft picks. Like, it's a big deal. But the thing is, what I don't like is when you do when someone does, and I used to be this way. I'm self-aware. Oh, you have this person ranked high. Are you crazy? Like, I used to be that guy, 100%.
I am that guy. I'm still crazy. I don't care.
But I don't call, like, people come out of like I'm smarter than you. And I don't like that look. And I think that we could all get there.
I don't care.
No,
I give my opinion. I know it could be right or wrong because I've done it so long. I've been right a lot. I've been wrong a lot. But if you're right 60% of the time, you're going to win a lot of games in this hobby.
And that's where I'm getting at this age. Like, I really am, because I think it's with me having kids and knowing things are more important in life. Like, it's not that big of a deal if I whiff on a player. Like, it's not life or death. That's going to stink, but guess what? I'm still going to crush it with other players. It took a long time for me to actually understand that and not be so hard on myself. And when I feel down, when everyone feels down, that's why people are so rotten to other people sometimes, because they feel down about themselves. So they're trying to bring themselves back up. I was in that space, Greg. I was in that space, Iggy.
Yeah, but Josh, you can never bring yourself up by putting somebody else down.
You can't.
It just can't happen. And I've been fortunate enough. I retired from football into 2015. I quit watching the NFL for 5 years. I didn't do fantasy. I didn't do anything because I was preparing to move to Thailand when I retired. I got back from Thailand, and Iggy and JC found me and asked me, would you do a podcast? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm retired. I don't want to get back into the work world. I don't want to work for a living or even for free. Writing fantasy content is work. You do the research, you do the writing, you do the proofreading. If you do it right, it's a lot of work. But I thought, talking about fantasy football, hell, I can do that. That's easy. Still do some of the research, but I'm going to do that to play anyway. So, and again, if you know you're going to be wrong 50% of the time anyway, why take it personally? It just doesn't do you any good. I have a catchphrase that I use a lot, and usually we open the show with it. If it ain't fun, why do it?
Right.
And then I got one more that I've shared with Iggy a lot. Family first, always. No hobby should ever get in front of your family, period. And this is just that. So, Iggy, I think it's your turn. Sorry about that.
Yeah, this is obviously a really, you mentioned it, crowded field, or there's a lot of people that enjoy making content in this field that's really crowded. When you look at the landscape as a whole, what do you see as like the most toxic or counterproductive trend that's kind of going on amongst fantasy analysts? You've kind of hit on it, or at least on one of them, but do you think there's something overall that's like, sticks out above the rest?
I just spoke about social media and how that could be used for good and for bad and for other things. That's the main toxic thing, which I definitely got away from. And guess what, guys? Last year, I felt I had the most fun playing fantasy football. You know what else can get people really up in arms? And just overall, when people get picked up by other sites, I've seen it before, not by the big people, but by by someone like, I'm not gonna say it. Dude, celebrate people. Be happy for people. When someone at your job gets a promotion, wouldn't you be happy for that person? Thank goodness. I just wish we would all share that one common goal, that we're all trying to reach this one goal. And Greg, you touched great people. We all support each other. But those bad apples out there can really make someone feel bad. Like, hey, I just got the job at so-and-so. Oh, sell out, blah, blah. No, dude, like, they're improving themselves. Like, you should be happy.
Tip, one of our co-hosts, Tip Major, I kind of brought him along a little. I try to serve as a mentor now because, again, I'm not trying to make money at this anymore. And I've got a lot of contacts in the industry because I've been around forever. So Tip got hired on with Football Guys. Well, I know the guy that created Football Guys. Joe Bryant and I formed FanX together as a team. All right. So I've known Joe for 35 years. All right. We go back. He then got hired on by Matthew Berry at Fantasy Life. Matt and I went into the Hall of Fame together. So again, yes, you should always celebrate it. My point about the bad ones not lasting is if you take advantage of people or if you're nasty, you get a reputation and nobody will have anything to do with you. So in 5 or 10 years, you're gone. You just don't last in the industry. somebody that's been around this industry 10 years, you know is a good person. You just know it.
I agree with everything you just said there. And again, self-work. I had to do a lot of self-work of this offseason and all last season and therapy. And I'm not afraid to admit it. And because I do get emotional. I'm an emotional person. I don't know if you guys picked that up yet, but I can go off on things that I shouldn't go off on a fantasy football show. But I just have a lot of feelings towards things. And I'm like, even in my own workspace, like where I work professionally, you know, when someone gets a promotion, I always hear chatter like in a team chat, like, "Oh, they've only been here for good." That means they crushed it.
They did well.
Yes, they crushed it. So that's the biggest thing, man. I wish we would pick each other up instead of bringing each other down. We typically do.
Life lesson for everything, though, not just for fantasy, for everything. So listen. Let's move on to the next segment, which is your projections. All right, you're on record predicting that Kirk Cousins will not be the starting quarterback all year long. Now, he did sign a huge contract, 1-year deal, but a huge contract. And he's not known as somebody who develops young talent behind him. He had the opportunity in Minnesota and in Atlanta, didn't do it. What makes you so confident? I kind of think they'll take Fernando unless Cousins gets hurt or just is terrible. I think they're going to let Mendoza sit the whole year. What makes you confident they won't?
It's the NFL, man. Who sits a full season that's going to be a starter? You know, who's projected to be a starter and sits a full season in the rookie year anymore? This isn't the days of Carson Palmer where he was able to sit, or, you know, Patrick Mahomes was able to sit for every game except for the last one or two.
Aaron Rodgers?
Rodgers, but he had Brett Favre. So, like, is Kirk Cousins Brett Favre? No. You know,
well, compared to what they had before, yeah, he is. Kirk Cousins is a very good quarterback.
No, my argument is not against Kirk Cousins. I want to make that clear. It's not against Kirk Cousins. I always love Kirk Cousins because
I think he lacks a little bit of character because I think he should develop the players behind him.
Here's how I take Kirk Cousins. Your character's correct. But when he was on the Madden cast or the Peyton cast or the Manning cast on Monday Night Football, his one opportunity he got there, he didn't talk ball with like the game. He was asking Peyton and Eli questions. Hey, when this goes on, when you see this, like I always thought about that. He doesn't want to develop. His job is not to develop other people around him. That's the coach's job. So listen, I'm all for you should help out your teammates. I just talked about rising up your teammates. But Kirk Cousins' job is to win football games, not to help out a rookie quarterback. But I don't think in today's NFL, any quarterback is supposed to sit, especially if you're the number one pick, especially in a spot in Las Vegas where they need to do something. Eventually, if they are bad, he's going to go in there.
Who's going to start first? Carson Beck or Fernando Mendoza?
Oh, that's tough, man.
And the reason I asked that is because I saw it on NFL Network today. And there was mixed answers. I'm going to ask you that, Iggy, after he answers.
I'll say that's so tough. I'm going to say Mendoza. They have more reasons to start him.
I'm going to say Beck because I think the team wants to find out if Beck is their quarterback of the future or if they're going to go for Arch Manning next year. What about you, Iggy?
I think Brissett's going to play well, actually. I know Arizona has a little bit of a rough start of the schedule, but I think Brissett's putting in work to try to get one more contract, one more NFL contract. So I think he's going to come out and play.
So you think it's going to be Mendoza?
Mendoza.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Looking at the rankings here, it looks like you're pretty high on Devontae Smith. What exactly is everybody missing out on? I've heard other people, talk about how much they love Devontae Smith as well. But what makes him stick out to you?
He's the last guy there that's going to catch balls. I mean, we like the rookie, right? We love the rookie, but when's the last time Philadelphia hit on a rookie wide receiver? I don't know. It's been a long time. Devontae Smith has actually been the last rookie receiver that I've actually been comfortable drafting with the Eagles. He's going to get you consistently 65 to 70 catches. It doesn't fail. That's what he does his entire career, especially the last couple of years. Now with A.J. Brown gone, you expect more in between, not in between the 20s, when it gets to the red zone, they'll go to Dallas Goedert, they'll go to Saquon. Jalen Hurts will do his thing, but Devontae Smith is the main pass catcher there. I'm not thinking he's going to be super, super, super like Super Saiyan, but I think he's going to be very, very good at that ADP. I would love him as my wide receiver 2 if you can get him. I would love him as my wide receiver 3 if you can get him. Sometimes you can. And to me, that's wild. He's a wide receiver 1 on his team. I just don't understand why anyone would hate him. But he has no upside, though. I'll say that. There's no upside. There's no 1,200, 1,400-yard season. He's a solid, locked-in wide receiver 2. That's about it.
I think he's a wide receiver 1 in that offense.
I do?
Yeah, I mean,
I do. I like Devonta Smith a lot.
Wicks is supposedly having a good training camp, but yeah, they're gonna force feed him targets. I think their offense is gonna be a little bit more up tempo in Philadelphia.
And I think Barkley's coming back too.
Yeah, Barkley come back. Can he stay healthy? We'll see. I mean, Devontae Smith is a Heisman Trophy winner for a reason, right? Like he has a great relationship with Jalen Hurts. So I think I've been high on Smith before. This year, it's like Zay Flowers. I've drafted Zay Flowers every year. And now that his ADP's risen, I'm like, I'll just look elsewhere. I'll still take both of them when they come. But I've been finding myself looking elsewhere. But that's the beauty of fantasy. There's so many ways to get to the end of the puzzle.
Well, we've got another wide receiver in a new situation that you had a segment basically saying, why do fantasy players hate DJ more? I got to agree. Why do they do it? It turned a lot of heads. So if the public is actively sleeping on him, okay, I like him there. He's been lighting up the Bills camp, according to the reports I'm seeing.
Oh.
What is your best case stat line for DJ Moore this year?
Man, so stat line for DJ Moore, I would say I'm going to go big, guys. I'm going to go really big. I'm going to go 95 catches. I'm going to go 1,250 yards, but I'm only going to go 6 touchdowns because that's what he does. He scores 6 touchdowns, and Josh Allen and James Cook are going to steal all those. But I think he's going to have a massive year, and I think people are sleeping on DJ Moore. This is the best quarterback he's ever played with, right? I'm just checking the stats. Okay, this is the best receiver Josh Allen's ever had since Prime Diggs, right? Okay,
since
last time
Stephon,
Prime, last time a Prime, what's DJ Moore? How old is he? He's 29 years old. That's fine. Devontae, there's a lot of receivers can play until about 31, 32 these days. 29 years old is
34.
Yeah, 33,
Nick
34.
Evans,
And DJ Moore can – Big Mike. Love that guy. But DJ Moore, he's a guy that he's only, 6 foot. He's not a small guy. He's not a big guy. He's just a guy. He's a guy who's talented.
Great separation.
And on top of that, you're right about that. But on top of that, he doesn't miss games. He doesn't miss games. He hasn't missed a game since 2020. The best, what do they say? The best ability is availability. You don't have to worry about him hitting the IR. Oh, is he going to miss a couple games? Dude, I think Josh Allen is hearing all the talk, and I'm a Dolphins sympathizer. I'm a Dolphins sympathizer, I'll say. But there's no denying Josh Allen this year. I think he's going to come out slinging. I was on record saying he's overrated last year because I'm like, he can't win the big one. But he's going to win the big one, guys. It's going to happen. And I think this might be the year. And I don't want to – it's sick. It's gross. I don't want to say that. But I think
this isn't the year.
No, really?
Yeah, the Lions are going to win the big one this year.
Yeah, so are the Dolphins, Greg.
Yeah.
No. Now, come on. Don't compare my Lions to the Dolphins. Please. You lose credibility. I know you're crazy, but that's a little too cray-cray. If you just said the Bucks, I could live with the Bucks. They at least have offense.
Yeah, the Dolphins.
The Jags.
When's the last playoff win? Ricky Williams or playoff?
I think I was still in high school. I'm 40 years old, so.
For a franchise that has 3 Super Bowls?
And I was never alive for any of them.
Yeah, only they went to 3 Super Bowls in a row for people that don't know about the Dolphins. So it's kind of sad to see what's happened to them. But let's go ahead and flip the script. We've been talking about a couple players you like. What about, you enter the dead zone, which I'll let Greg define that. But there's
usually rounds 5 to 7 is the running back dead zone.
Well,
That's
running back,
where running backs go to die.
there's a positional dead zone at pretty much every position, but when you're looking inside the top 50 ADP, who do you think has the most probability of completely busting and kind of ruining a season as a top pick bust?
I looked at this question earlier today. I'm like, I'm not going to cop out and take anyone not a first rounder. So I'm picking a first round pick no matter what, regardless. So I think picking ADP 50 is not going to crush you as a fantasy manager. It's not going to hurt you if your third round pick is a bust. That's fine. Happens to me all the time. So that being said, I'm taking a first rounder, and that first rounder is a running back for the Indianapolis Colts, I was just live at noon today with Justin, and that was his guy. I had to sit there and listen to him brag about how great JT is going to be this year, and that's his guy, and I'm just holding my tongue because I didn't want to crush his feelings. But listen, Taylor's going to enter the year 27 years old. That's the exact age where yards per carry drop, explosive runs drop. A lot of things drop at that age at the running back position. He just got paid. I hope he runs hard. I really do, for the Colts and for Justin and for, everyone out there drafting him in the first round. For guys like Achan. Anyway, but listen, he fell off in week 12 last year. It's no secret. He crushed everybody. He wasn't good for fantasy during the stretch. He got you there. He got you to the dance. But did he dance with you? Right. He did not. And I'm not going to forget the pain. I know a lot of people want to forget the pain. We only remember, I'm losing daylight here. We only remember the good things in fantasy, which is good. We remember when Bustin Fields had 6 straight games of phenomenal, amazing games against bad offenses, and we all drafted him at 103 in the next year. Well, that didn't happen. We all remember Tyler Higbee going totally bananas at the end of the season, overdrafting him. Like, we remember the good. Xavier Worthy, all these players. But we forget when players drop off and we go, he was really good. So here's my theory, Greg and Iggy. We remember the first 5 games, and we forget the last 5 games if they're bad. The first 5 games, if you're good, you're the best, man. Like, you're on top of the world. But then, like, you fade away. They're like, put those 5 games at the beginning, or those 10. So that's my thing with Taylor is I don't think it's going to happen. And no, I'm not done yet. I got more stats. I did some research, guys. He had 70 carries inside the 20 in the red zone last year. 70. CMC had 71, so he wasn't first. No running back has done that since 2021. It was Jonathan Taylor again. No running back has done that again since 2012. That was Arian Foster. It's very rare to have a running back rush the ball 70 times exactly in the red zone. And that's where Jonathan Taylor was making his money. Are they going to force him down our throats again in the red zone? Or is he going to be like every other running back the year after, that massive workload, and just ease off? I just don't want, in the first round, I want security. Even though I drafted Kyler in the first round of Scott Fishbowl. Trust me, it's going to happen, people. But I want security with my first round pick. So I'm not taking an aging running back with limited receiving upside. And honestly, he's on the Colts team where if Daniel Jones goes down, like, I'm kind of afraid what happens with Daniel Jones out. I'm afraid what's going to happen to this team because look what happened last year. That's all, guys.
Do you want a little bit more to supplant your theory?
Oh, give it all to me.
Jonathan Taylor had 20 TDs last year.
Yeah, that too.
18 rushing, 2 receiving. All right. I did a research, 25 years, the running backs that have gotten that type of production in TDs, vast majority of them regress, and the regression averages 50%. He goes from 20 to 10 TDs. Okay, so I'm not touching CMC. I'm not touching Jonathan Taylor. And the one that surprises everybody and draws most higher, I'm not trusting Bijan Robinson at his current draft position. I will draft Taylor in the second round if he falls. I will draft Bijan at the end of the first round. I'm not drafting CMC at all. 30 years old, last time he got 400 carries. 300 carries. No, yeah, 400 carries. He had 412 carries, I think. Last time he had over 400 touches, I think he missed. He played like three games the next year and 4 games the year after that, or something like that. Just he missed a lot of time the next 2 years, and he's 30 years old, which is the historic drop off. So Those three guys, I'm not touching. Nagin, you got anybody you're avoiding?
Yeah, CMC. I drafted him last year, so we don't. It's not a curse of 375 or is it 350 carries touches, but I was kind of.
370.
I've taken JT quite a bit. Some running backs to fight. People are out there drafting Derrick Henry. He's older. He's kind of the same running back. But it's such a interesting position at running back. But I'm also, I'm kind of the Bob Harris theory, man. Everybody has their price. If you like, I got Jonathan Taylor in the second round of a super flex, and I was just like, that's fine. I'll take him in the second round after I drafted. I'm on Ross St. Brown in the first.
You didn't take a quarterback in the first 2 rounds of a super flex?
No, I like the quarterback. I like Tyler Shuck. I like Bryce Young. I like Bo Nix. I like Patrick Mahomes. Like
you got 3 quarterbacks in a super flex league and not taking one in the first 2 rounds?
I got 2 quarterbacks.
Oh, okay. Then you're on a bye week then.
Well, I mean, all you need to do is start one. I could always throw a wide receiver or running back in my super flex.
Yeah, but that usually costs you 10 points a game.
Yeah.
Usually. So, hey, listen, we need to talk about something else, and I'd like you to stay on, Josh, if you will. It's a new game that's coming out. Again, we went to the expo and we met a bunch of people at the expo. One of the guys I met is Tyler Bradley, and he created a new game called Extreme Fantasy Football. Okay, Extreme Fantasy Football is a free app that you can download either for your iPhone or for your Android device. It works on both of them. And frankly, it is amazing. They have 2 games, again, totally free. And it's the first year, so they're trying to get 2,000 users. I'm advising all of my followers, go ahead and download it free. Check it out. Give them some feedback. Make it better. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it's a take on the game that I've never played before, and I've been playing forever. All right. The first one is called Blitz, and it's basically where you can use any player you want, but you can only use them once. And in your league, and the league could be 200 teams, in your league, you can have multiple teams with the same players, but again, you can only use them once. I think in the playoffs, you can reuse them, but you got to get to the playoffs first. So the strategy is, if you think CMC is going to get injured by week 5, you want to use him in the first 4 weeks before he gets injured, right? So, and you can only use him once, so you want to use him before the injury comes. You want to try to pick the matchups where you're going to get a superb play. I find that fascinating. I really do. The second one is, and I think they have, it's the season split 2. First 9 weeks is regular, and then the second 9 weeks is another. And then the top 2 teams from each of the 2 sessions make it to the playoffs. And I think the playoffs are the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. So that's different. The second one is called Exchange, and it's a portfolio game. Now, a portfolio game is where you're given 1,000 notional dollars, pretend dollars, and you build a roster. You're not limited to any number of players or any positions, because you're not going for how many points they score. You're going for what their value is. So you want to buy them low and sell them high, and buy low and sell high, so that your total portfolio value goes up. And the one who goes up the most obviously wins. I've never done anything like that. I think that's fascinating, and I'll probably suck at it, but I've already got my lineup in. And if you go to my YouTube, to my Facebook page and or my Twitter page, you can find out more about both these games. But if you go to your app store, look for Extreme Fantasy Football, download the app, put it on your phone, and you could jump in and be in the league with me, okay? Love to have you compete, and tell me what you think about it, and I'll pass it on to Todd if you don't want to tell Todd. He's hoping to get 2,000 total users the first year, 10,000 by the third year, and he plans on never having ads or fees for his games. The guy spent $500,000 putting the app together. $500,000. He plans on recouping that through sponsorships. So I mean, is that something that you would do, Josh? Would you be interested in something like that?
I love the concept of daily weekly fantasy football. Does that make sense? You can use the player once.
DFS.
Like you're filling out a DFS lineup every week, but once you use that, that's sorry, my dogs are going nuts. That is crazy. That's fun. I'm gonna sign up 100%. Not joking.
Okay, and the other one that I really wasn't planning on talking about tonight is called
Exchange.
F2MX. Is Josh Kimmel. I was on his podcast and he shared it with me. And it's basically another salary cap game where you can have the same players as others. And it's got a twist. You're going head to head in this league, but you can make player changes in the middle of a game. All right. You got Bijan and he gets hurt. You can sell him. Now, of course, his value goes down the minute he gets hurt. Right. Mm-hmm. So, the cap remains the same. But you can go and you got a set lineup you have to fill out, but you can buy and sell. And my thought is, okay, if they're not on the field, you can sell them, all right, or you can buy them. So into the half, 2-minute warning. There's always a timeout. All the players are off the field. Can I go replace? Somebody's on the 2-yard line at the 2-minute warning, and I don't have him. I'm buying him. Right? Better chance of scoring. Okay. Yeah. The strategies here is so different. The F2MX, Google it. I'm telling you, Josh Kimmel is one of the brains behind it. And these guys, Todd and Josh, have competing products and they're helping each other. They're appearing on each other's podcasts and promoting their products. And like I said to you, Josh, I'm going to be at your site tomorrow morning, registering all my leagues. I would recommend everybody do that because I think that's fascinating. But F2MX and EFF, and then there's Lightning leagues. I'm going to get in my first ever Vampire League, but I'm waiting for George Conrad. Again, I met him at the Expo to do it. Now, have you been to the Expo, Josh? Did we meet there?
No, every year the Expo happens, I go to Vegas. So I either choose Vegas or the Expo, and I always choose Vegas.
Well, next year, choose the Expo. Because I'm 70. I don't know how many more I'm going to be able to make. And I'd love to take you to dinner.
Definitely. Well, I'm definitely going to take up. We talked about that. A team, because our team went to the Expo. Some of us went to the Expo. I did not go. Definitely want to go because they have so much fun. There's so much to do.
Wait, Bob Lung puts on a great show. It's at the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. Iggy, you were in a Kings Classic draft this year, right?
Yeah, I was, just like you.
It was something called the Butkus Division.
Butkus, yeah, the IDP division.
Now, Butkus Division is IDP, all right? Iggy didn't win it last year, did you, Iggy?
Yeah.
How many TSA teams are in the division this year?
This year, 3, and technically Mace, helping JC.
Well, yeah, but Mace is doing JC's team, so.
Yeah, 3 of us right now, so.
Plus, if you do IDP, the godfather of IDP, Gary Davenport's there, and he's the sharpest dressed man at the Expo.
Yeah, he really is. So, yeah, the Canton's fun, though, Josh. If you get a chance, I recommend checking it out. Vegas.
What was your favorite memory from Canton, Iggy?
I mean, like this year, I didn't get as long this year, but it was probably, drafting. It was cool seeing Ahmad Green, as a Packer fan growing up. That was pretty neat as well. But yeah, that was pretty cool just seeing everybody at the draft again and seeing Ahmad Green at the party.
Yep, and the only time I get to see JC and Iggy is at the Expo, and JC couldn't make it this year because he pulled out his back at the Chicago live draft. Was it Chicago?
Before that. Yeah, he tried to do the Chicago live draft, Scott Fishbowl. He did it.
Pulled his back.
Yeah. So that's the way it is, right?
Hey, Josh, thank you so much for coming on. We got 30 seconds left. Please tell our audience where they can go to get your stuff and where they can get your content. You're still doing podcasts, right?
Yes, we're live every Monday at noon starting this week. Fantasy Now Plus on YouTube, live Wednesdays as well. We're live 5 days a week, actually. FantasyNowPlus.com is where I want you to go to use all these tools. Hit me up on Twitter, Josh Kimmel, OUS. I have a Pikachu picture as my profile, so hit me up. I'm not verified. Just let me know. Did you like it? What can we change? What can we do better? Because we're always open to criticism and constructive criticism.
OUS?
Josh Kimmel OUS.
But what does it stand for? I'm just wondering.
It used to be our channel used to be called Once Upon a Sunday because we play fake football, fairy tale football.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but we changed it to Fantasy Now Plus, and we blew up. Or not blew up, but we got more popular that way.
Hey, 1,000 Twitter I mean, 1,000 YouTube followers is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah,
one year. It's pretty impressive.
We're trying to get there ourselves. Yeah. So anyway, next week, who do we have? Oh, we've got Marcus Howard and Tara. I think it's Koblaski Howard, but Tara Howard. Marcus and Tara run Crowned Champs. I kind of hope to have the crown to show on the thing, but I didn't get it over to Iggy to upload. But again, Goat Ring, they made that for me. They also make championship rings, which I have never won in my Beat a Hall of Famer league. I've run it for 4 years, and I've never won the league. This is the 4th year, but this is the 25 championship ring. And you can see it's got the Lombardi trophy with the year, and it says Fantasy Champions on top and bottom. And they're coming out with the new one, 26. I buy it for my Beat a Hall of Famer league and give it to the winner. So Crown Champs next week. Stop by and see us. We hope that you can make it. And please like and subscribe to our channel. We need to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and we're so close. So give us a hand, send it to your friends, join us. Because during the season, we're going to do pros versus Joes. We're going to help you win your games that week. So, Iggy, thanks for filling in this week. He's normally our producer, and he's excellent at it. But thank you for filling in on short notice, Iggy.
Thank you. And thank you, Josh, for coming on. It was great.
Thank you, guys. It's been super fun.
Take us home, Iggy.